Hello children. So we saw in our last class that is fractions and decimals. In that we saw about fractions. Okay. So then fraction is a part of a whole number. Is that right? Okay. Then we move on to a decimals. Okay. So how we are writing the decimals in a fractional form? That is in a proper fraction, or there is no same. Okay. There is no same as the denominator and numerator we have in a decimal form. Okay, so that is to multiply a decimal number. Okay, we saw in our last class that is introduction of decimal numbers also. Okay, now let us move on to a multiplication of decimal numbers. Multiplication of decimal numbers. So for 7th standard. Okay, so fractions and decimals. Here multiplication of decimal number. So to multiply a decimal number by another decimal number. Okay. So multiply a decimal number by another decimal number. We know in our last class that is a decimal number. Multiplication of decimal number into a whole number. Okay. Decimal number into a whole number. That is 4 into 2.5. So 2.5 is a decimal number and 4 is a whole number. Okay. So here we are multiplying as by the multiplication method. Okay, as by the multiplication method, we can write this as a left side of this number. Okay, so it is easy. We can take it as 25. Okay, so 25, that is whole number into 4. So we can multiply as it is. So 4 5s are 20, balance 2. Okay, so balance 2, and 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 2, 10. Okay, 8 plus 2, 10. So here we have 100. Okay, so we have a decimal point here. So how many places are there? So only one. Okay, so only one number in the decimal part. So we can take one decimal part from the left side of the answer. Okay, left side of the answer. So here we are taking from left side of the answer. We have one decimal point. So we have the answer is 2.5 into 4 is 10. Okay, or we can write it as 10.0. So zeros in a decimal point, zeros in a decimal part, there is no value. So we can write only 10 also. It is correct. Okay. So now let us see the example. It is given in your textbook, page number 50. Example 7. Okay. The side of an equilateral triangle. The side of an equilateral triangle is 3.5 centimeter. It is given. Okay. So that is, see, in an equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. Okay. So the side of an equilateral triangle is given. Okay. So the side of an equilateral triangle is A. We can take a side of an equilateral triangle as A. That is equals to 3.5 centimeters. Sorry, 3.5 centimeter. Okay. So what is the, find the perimeter. Find its perimeter. So we want to find out. Okay, how to find out the perimeter? The sum of the three sides of a equilateral triangle. The sum of the three sides of a equilateral triangle, or otherwise, how many sides of a equilateral triangle? Three sides. How many sides of a triangle? Three sides. So that three sides are equal. So we can add the three sides. We are getting its perimeter. So here we can multiply by 3 times of the given side. Okay, the given measurement we get its perimeter. So the perimeter of the equilateral triangle. Perimeter of the equilateral triangle equals to how many sides? 3 times. Okay, 3 sides into the side of the equilateral triangle. What is the side of the equilateral triangle? 3.5 centimeter. Okay, we can multiply this. Okay, so we can have a rough column in our class work. Is that right? Okay, we can calculate this here. So we can take it as a whole number. So 35 into 3. Okay, we can multiply this by the normal multiplication methods. How to multiply? 3 5s are 15, balance 1, 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 1, 10. And you can take the decimal place here now. So how many decimals we have? So 1 decimal part, 1 decimal part. Okay, so we can take here 1 decimal part from the left side of the answer. Okay, so here 1. So here we have the answer 10.5 centimeter. centimeter. Okay, so this is the multiplication of decimal number into a whole number. Okay, and then we move on to the decimal number into a decimal number. Decimal number into a decimal number. Okay, so here also we can have the same multiplication method, and then we can put the decimal point. Okay, that we can take from the left side of the answer. Okay, so for that let us see the example 8. Okay, which is in the page number 50. Okay, see, that is the length of a rectangle is 7.1 centimeter. The length of the rectangle is 7.1 centimeter. Okay, and breadth of the rectangle, and its breadth is 2.5 centimeter. Breadth is 2.5 centimeter. Okay, so what is the area of the rectangle? What is the area of the rectangle? We want to find out the area of the rectangle. What is the area of rectangle formula? L into B. What is the area of rectangle formula? L into B. Okay, so area of rectangle. Area of rectangle equals to L into B. That is multiplication by decimal number by a decimal number. Decimal number by a decimal number. So 7.1 into 2.5. Okay. So here we want to multiply these two decimal numbers. Okay. So 7.1 into 2.5. So before this we can remove this decimal point. So 71 into 25. After this we can put the decimal numbers. Don't forget to put the decimal numbers. Okay. So 7.1 into 71 into 25. So we can multiply by the normal methods. Normal multiplication method. We can take the first number. Okay. Or otherwise we can take 71 into 25. Like this also you can take. Okay. But you are going to upgrade now. So you can write by this method. Okay. So here 71 into 25. Okay. So first we can take 5 to multiply this number. So 5 ones are 5 and 5 sevens are 35. Okay. So then you can write the addition symbol here by adding here. So here again you can take the number here 2. Okay. So 2 ones are 2, 2 sevens are 14. 2 sevens are 14. Okay. So then we can add here. So 5 plus 2, 7. Then 3 plus 4, 7 and 1. So we have to put the decimal point in the getting answer. Okay. What we get the answer here. So how many decimals here? 1. Okay. So in this number we have 1 decimal part, and here we have 1 decimal part. Is it right? So totally we have 2 decimal numbers in the question. Okay. So here 1 decimal part and another here 1 decimal part. So here we have 2 decimal parts. So we have 1, 2. So from the left side of the answer we have to put the decimal point. See 1, 2. After these two numbers we have to put the decimal point. Okay. Understood how to put the decimal point here. So 17.75 centimeter square. We have to write the square here. Okay, area of rectangle, unit square. That is centimeter square. Understood now? So then, okay. So now we saw multiplication of decimal number by a whole number and decimal number by a decimal number. Okay. So we can take here. We have to multiply by the normal multiplication method, and we have to put the decimal point in the getting answer. What we are getting here. Okay. So then we move on to the multiplication of decimal numbers by a 10, 100 and thousands. Okay. Multiplication of decimal number by a 10, 100 and 1000. See here a decimal number is multiplied by this numbers, that is 10, 100 and thousands. The digits in the product are same as the decimal number. So the digits in the products. Okay, what we are getting the products. Here we have a decimal number by a decimal number. We have by the normal multiplication method. But we have to multiply it by the 10. Okay, 10, 100 and 1000. That is followed by the 1. Zeros are followed by the 1. We are multiplying the products are same. Followed by the 0. removal of the decimal number. The decimal point are shifted into the left side of the number. Okay, while we are multiplying 10, 100 and thousands to the decimal number, the decimal point is shifted to the left side of the number while we are getting the products. Understood, children? By the example, let us see. Okay. See here, that is, we have a decimal number, that is 2.3 is a decimal number. 2.3 is a decimal number. We are multiplying this into 10. Okay, so this decimal point is shifted to left side of the number. Okay, so 2.3 into 10. See, one number in the decimal part. So here 1 0 is there. So here this decimal point is moving to one number. Okay, so here 23 is the answer. 23 is the answer. Okay, so here 2.3 into 100. 2.3 into 100. Okay, so here see, one decimal number is in the decimal part. See here, this is integer part and this is decimal point and this is decimal part. Okay, so in a decimal number we have three parts. You know that, no? So can you remember? I told in your last class, that is in a decimal number we have three parts. Okay, so one is integer part and decimal point and decimal part. Okay, integer part, decimal point and decimal part. Okay, so in this you have in a decimal part only one number, but here you have two zeros. Okay, but these zeros are displaced to the decimal point into left side of the number. Okay, so one zero is displacing the decimal point into one number and another zero is displacing the decimal point into another number. Okay, so I will give one example. 2.35 into 100. So this 1 0 is displacing this point to here. Okay, that is 23.5. But another 0, this is displacing again here. So here 235. Okay, again means there is no values after zeros. Okay, like this. 1 0 is displacing one point to another place, one number to the left, and another 0 is displacing the point into another place. Okay, one number is joining into the integer part. Okay, so here while we are multiplying the decimal numbers into 10, 100 and 1000, the product is same. Okay, see here 2.35. We are getting the product is 2.35 into 100. We are getting 235. Okay, in a product we have the same numbers. In a product we have the same numbers, but the decimal point is moving into the left side of the number. The decimal point is moving to the left side of the number. Okay, understood, children? Okay, so then we move on to the division of decimal numbers. Before this, you have the exercise 2.6. Okay, so here you have exercise 2.6, same as this multiplication by a decimal number into a whole number and decimal number into a decimal number, and decimal number is multiplied by the 10, 100 and thousands. Okay, understood? So the decimal number is multiplied by the 10, 100 and thousands. The decimal point is shifted to the left side of the number, and as a product we have the same numbers. Okay, and as a product we have the same numbers. Understood, children? Okay, then we move on to the division of the decimal numbers. Division of the decimal numbers. In a division of the decimal numbers also by the 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, here it is given. That is decimal number is also we have a 10, 100 and 1000. Division of a decimal numbers by a 10, 100 and 1000. You saw here that is in a multiplication of division decimal numbers by a 10, 100 and 1000. There is a decimal point is shifted into left side of the number. But in a division of the 10, 100 and 1000, the decimal point is shifted into right side of the number. Okay, see here we can take the same example. 2.3 divided by 10. Okay, 2.3 divided by 10. So here also you have to shift this. into right side of the number. So 2.3 is divided by 10. We have to write this. This point is shifting to this side. So 0.23. 0.23. In a multiplication, the decimal number is multiplied by 10. Okay. So the decimal point is shifted to left side of the number. But in a division of the decimal number by 10. Okay. The division of the decimal number by 10. The decimal point is shifted to right side of the number. Okay. Understood, children? So these are the differences between the multiplication of decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000, and decimal number is division of decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay. So in a multiplication, the decimal point is moving into right side. Oh, sorry, left side. Okay. The decimal point is moving into left side of the number. Okay. And in a division, the decimal point is moving into right side of the number. Okay. So these are the differences. But we are getting the answers. The number is same as in the product. Okay. The number is same as in the product, but the decimal points are moving in the multiplication left side of the number and in the division right side of the given number. Okay. So here the quotient are same, but the decimal point and the quotient shift to the left as many placed by the there is a zeros. How many zeros are there? That much decimal point should be shifted into right side of the numbers. Okay. So here this is left. We have this is right. Okay. See, this is right side of the number. In a division, the decimal point is moving right side of the number, and in a multiplication, the decimal point is moving left side. That is left side of the number. Okay. Understood, children? Okay. So the division of a decimal number by a whole number. The division of a decimal number by a whole number. So you have to cancelize the numbers. So that to divide decimal number by whole number, convert decimal number into fraction and then multiply by reciprocal of the divisor. Reciprocal of the divisor. Okay. You have to get a reciprocal of the divisor. See, you have to divide 6.4 divides 2. Okay. See, 6.4 divides 2. Okay. It is given in a textbook. So you have to divide decimal number by a whole number. Decimal number by a whole number. So here you have to write the reciprocal of this number. Okay. 6.4 divides 2. So this is the reciprocal of the number 2. 1 by 2. 6.4 into 1 by 2. Okay. So while we are dividing the number by 2. Okay. So this 2 we can write the reciprocal of this number. We can divide this decimal number. So as by the same as the normal division. Here also we have to do the same. Okay. So we have to divide this. Okay. 64 we can take and 2 is a divisor. Okay. So here that is 2 3s are 6. We can get 6 minus 6 0, and we are getting 4 as down, and we can write here 4. So 2 2s are 4. So the quotient is 32 and the remainder is 0. 4 minus 4 0. Okay. So now we have the quotient is 32, but we have the decimal number here 6.4. Okay. So how many decimal part is there here? So 1. After decimal point, we have a decimal part. So in this decimal part, how many numbers are there? Only one number. So we have to put the dot decimal point in this quotient. So from the left side of the quotient, we have to take 1. Why? Because here we have a 1 number in the decimal part. So we have to take 1 number. After 1 number, we have to put the decimal point. So what is the answer here? 6.4 by 2, we have the answer is 3.2. Okay, as by the normal division, we have to do like this, or we have to cross multiply method. Okay, we have to cross multiply. 2 ones are 2. Here also 3 2s are 6. 2 2s are 4. So we have to cancel like this also. Okay, so this method also it is correct, or we can cancel this like this also. It is correct. Okay, so this is the division of decimal number by a whole number, and we have division of decimal number by another decimal number, decimal number by another decimal number. Okay, so here how to divide this? So that is, you have to multiply by the 10, or how many decimal part, Indian decimal part, how many numbers are there, that much zeros is coming by the 1. Okay, so we want to multiply that. So then multiply dividend by reciprocal of divisor. Okay, so that is, here you have an example, 25.5 divides 0.5. 25.5 divides 0.5. Okay, you have to write the reciprocal of the divisor. Okay, so to divide a decimal number by another decimal number, convert into fraction. Okay, convert into fractional form. Then multiply dividend by the reciprocal of the divisor. See, this is a dividend and this is a divisor. So we have to write the reciprocal of the divisor. Reciprocal of the divisor, that is 25.5 divided by 0.5. Okay, 25.5 divided by 0.5, and we have to remove this decimals. Okay, we have to remove this decimals. How to remove? We have to multiply this by the 10. Okay, so multiply this by the 10. So we have to multiply the numerator and denominator both by 10. So we have to remove. See, by multiplying the decimal number into 10, the decimal point is shifted into left side. Okay, the decimal point is shifted into left side. See, that is 255. So the decimal point is shifted to this side. Okay, and here also the decimal point is shifted to this side. So by 5. Okay, so 255 by 5. So now you have to find out the answer. 5 ones are 5. See, 5 5s are 25. Again 5, so 5 ones are 5. So the solution is 51. Okay, the answer is 51. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, so like this we have to divide. Okay, then you have a example sum, that is each side of a regular polygon. Each side of a regular polygon, that is 2.5 centimeter in length. The perimeter of the polygon is 12.5 centimeter. How many sides does the polygon have? How many sides does the polygon have? So we have to find out. So it is a regular polygon. It is 2.5 centimeter in length. Okay, so the length of the regular polygon is 2.5 centimeter. It is given. Okay, length. And then the perimeter of the polygon. So perimeter is given 12.5. So perimeter we have, that is 12.5 centimeter. Okay, we have to find out the how many sides. So we can divide the perimeter by the length. Okay, so we have to divide, that is 12.5 divides 2.5. So from this we can get the how many sides are there. Okay, so before this we have to write the reciprocal form of divisor. This is a dividend and this is a divisor. We have to write the reciprocal form before this. So how to write the reciprocal form? 12.5 by 2.5. Okay, the reciprocal form of 2.5 is 1 by 2.5. So 12.5 into 1 by 2.5, we can write it as 12.5 by 2.5. Okay, so here then we have to remove this decimals here. Okay, so how to remove? We can multiply by how many parts, how many numbers which is in the decimal part. Okay, that is one number. So 10 by 10. So that is equals to 125 by 25. So we have to cancel this. Okay, so 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 125. So how many sides are there in the polygon? 5 sides. Okay, 5 sides, as same as the another example is also there. A car covers a distance of 89.1 kilometer in 2.2 hours. So what is the average distance covered by in 1 hour. Okay, what is the average distance? So distance covered by the car is 89.1 kilometer. Okay, the time required is 2.2 hours. Okay, so how much kilometer distance covered by it? 1 hour. So 89.1 kilometer, the car covers 89.1 kilometer distance. It covers in 2.2 hours, but in 1 hour, how much distance it covers? We want to find out. So 89.1 divides 2.2. Is that right? 89.1 divides 2.2 hours. Okay, so we want to find out it in 1 hour. Okay, so we want to divide by 2.2. So before this, we have to write the reciprocal form of divisor. So 89.1 divided by 2.2. So we have to remove this decimal points before this by the division. So 10 by 10. So that is equals to, so we are getting 891 by 22. Okay, so we have to divide this. So we have to divide it by the normal method. So you can't understand the cross multiplication methods. Cross method. Okay, so we have to divide this 891 by 22. Okay, this is a dividend and 22 is a divisor. So we can take two numbers first in the division, that is in the normal division method. Okay, 22 4s are 88. Okay, so here we have 1. So and we are putting down 1 here, so we have 11. So in 11 there is no 22. Okay, so we have to write 0 here and we are putting 0 here. Okay, then we have dot. So dot. We have putting 0 and we are giving dot here. So 22 5s are 110. Okay, is it right? 22 5s are 110. Okay, so the remainder is 0. So how much distance the car covers in 1 hour? That is 40.5 kilometers. 40.5 kilometers. Okay, so this is the answer. So like this, you have a exercise 2.7. Okay, so that is division form of decimal number by a whole numbers and decimal number by a 10 and decimal number by a hundreds and decimal number by a thousands, and you have a word problems also. So try it yourself in your rough notebooks. Okay, don't forget children, try it yourself. These are all easy problems. It is coming. You are writing your earlier classes itself. Okay, so these are all easy problems. Try it yourself in your rough notebooks. Okay, so I'll send the notes to your WhatsApp. Cross check your answers and write down neatly in your class works. Okay, children. Thank you.